Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody that's watching this. My name is Anto Paroian, and I'm an international trainer in soft skills development, specializing in deception detection. In layman terms, I can be considered as a human lie detector. Now, how do I do this? I incorporate three specific skill sets, which are microexpressions, body language, and word usage or statement analytics. Now, with these three skill sets, I'm able to determine whether or not someone is being deceitful or if they're straight out lying. Now, what I want to do today is I want to go through a video clip of the Netflix series called The Queen's Gambit, and I want to analyze the very last game between Beth and Borgov in the championship final. And the reason I want to analyze this clip is that this clip is very important to the neutral perspective. And what I mean by this, I mean that without even knowing anything with regards to chess, how the board is set up, how the pieces move, and what is the actual concept of chess, in that last specific game that they played, towards the end, anybody watching this actually understood that Borgov is either losing or is about to lose. And that's purely determined on his and her facial expressions. So I want to just take a couple of minutes to analyze 3 or 4 different aspects when it comes to the body language, the microexpressions, and also the words that they use to determine what is going to happen next within the series. So stay with me and let's have a quick look. Now, you'll notice that the clip starts with, there's a lot of tension building up. So people are anticipating as to what the next move will be between Beth and Vasilis. And what happens here is that you'll notice that Beth is very nervous because she takes a deep breath. Okay, she analyzes the board. And at this point in time, you'll notice that Borgov actually clenches his jaw. Now, if I take a step back, you'll be able to see this. There is a clenching of the jaw muscles. The actual correct terminology of this is called bruxism. And bruxism happens when someone is in a state of anxiety or stress. So at this point in time, the actual message that's being relayed to me as a viewer is that Borgov is feeling some sort of anxiety and some sort of stress. Now, for me personally, knowing about chess and knowing that he's a grandmaster in the series, I wouldn't expect someone of his stature to be actually experiencing this type of emotions. But that can only mean that he's under a stressful situation. So he makes the move, presses the timer. The crowd waits in anticipation. Beth plays her move, hits the timer. She seems to be relatively confident. Now, Borgov takes a step, makes the move, and hits the timer. Now, the most important thing at this point in time is that there is a point where the lower jaw protrudes forward, so creating an underbite. And the reason why people do this is, again, surprise, surprise, when someone is feeling stress or anxiety. So this is the second cue or the second marker that I know that Borgov is feeling stressed or he's under pressure and he's feeling anxiety. So he makes the move, hits the timer. People are waiting anticipation. She makes the move, brings the rook down. He moves the queen out of the way. Beth decides to split the king. Now, you'll notice that she doesn't hit the timer here. She looks in amazement. She doesn't know what's happening. She's not really sure what's happening. She looks at Borgov for some sort of confirmation. Then Borgov gives her that smile, the half-hearted smile of probably, really, did you actually do this? It's more of a sarcastic smile than a genuine smile. And the reason being is that the actual smile, if you'll notice the smile, there's no symmetric to this, as in it's asymmetric. The left side does not equal the right side. So the one side is higher than the other side. Usually that entails that someone is actually being deceptive. Now, he looks at her and says the following words. Now, this is where the statement analysis comes in. He says,
"It's your game."
Now, if someone in a neutral perspective hearing this for the very first time at that point, you'll actually think that Borgov has won, but he's being generous enough to give the game to Beth. It's your game. It's not my game, it's your game. When in actual fact, she beat him fair and square. Okay? And then he goes on to say, Beth is amused. She has no clue what's happening. And then he goes to say,
Take it.
take it. Now, again, if someone's giving you something, it means that it's theirs to give. So if I'm giving you the game and I'm saying, take it, it means that it's my game, but because I'm a generous guy, I want to give you the game. So again, the actual words that are being used and the hidden meanings behind those words indicate a different feeling to the viewer. So just between these, the last probably 1.5 to 2 minutes long a clip, you can ascertain without knowing a single thing about chess that Borgov is about to lose, Borgov's feeling stressed, and then he's not happy that he's lost. And in a sense, he's just giving the game to Beth because he feels like he's a gentleman. So I hope you actually find something of value to this clip, and it is something that I will carry on doing because I have a lot of my clients saying you should be making video clips, you should be making analysis and posting on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn and everywhere else. So this is the first of many videos to come. Like I mentioned before, my name is Anto Paroian, an international trainer in soft skills development, specializing in micro expressions, body language, and statement analytics. Take care.